to my channel. If you have not liked and subscribed the channel, please like and subscribe the channel. This is the place where you can learn Microsoft Intune. Today in this video I am actually going to say you what is the new changes which actually affect your organizations, and you should plan for a change. So as you can see on my screen, so if you are an Intune administrator, right, you can directly go to the Intune administration and go to service health and message center, right? And if you see the message title right here, you can see the plan for change, stay informed, and publish date as well. And you can see the message ID. So I'm talking about the message ID 103, right? You can also see in your tenant. So what they are saying, we have to decide for plan for a change. So as you can see here, let's little bit zoom out. Beginning mid-April 2025, now we are entering in the April, right? So beginning mid of April as or soon after, so admin will be required to have the Intune Service Administrator role-based access control permissions to configure device limit enrollment restrictions policy. So how this will affect your organization? So admin managing these policy will be required to have the Intune Service Administrator role-based access control permissions to update the device limit enrollment restrictions. I will show you where you can modify, and if you do not have these permissions, this policy will be read only. So what you need to do to prepare, so you have to review your role-based access control assignment and update as needed to allow admin permissions to update the device limit restrictions, right? So first understand what is the role-based access control with Microsoft Intune. So this role-based access control help you to manage those who are only Intune administrator, more expert than me. You don't have to read, you don't have to watch the video, you already know everything, right? I'm just making the video those who are learning or wants to learn something new with Intune or become a champion like me. So the role-based access control help you to manage who has access to your organizational resources and what they can do with those resources. So we can assign the role to your Intune users. You can limit what they can see and change. Each role has a set of permissions and that determine what users that the role can access and change within the organizations. So if you want to create, edit, or assign roles, your account must have one of the following roles in Microsoft Entra ID: a global Entra ID, it's not an Intune, global administrator, Intune Service Administrator, also as an Intune administrator, and be assigned an Intune role. So how you can create a roles? So you can go to the Intune administration, right? I will show you, and you can see here roles, since I am in Intune, and these are the built-in role. You can see the type of built-in role, right? And you can see here all this Intune role administrator, right? So these manage custom roles and everything. If you click on my permissions, so if you log in, you will see you are an administrator with the full permission with the Microsoft Intune resources, right? So I have all those permissions, right? And I can create a new roles, right? Because I'm super. So you can create these two type of roles, Intune roles I'm talking about. So let's create Intune custom roles. I will, just for testing, you can create, and you can give all these permissions here, right? So let's go to devices customizations, right? So you can see you can select yes or no, right? Depend on the device enrollment manager configuration. So whatever access enrollment program, all these permissions you can select yes or no. So these access, there are so many things here, right? So I am not selecting any of these, just select next, and you can define the scopes, create and create. Okay, so I think I have to give some Android enterprise. Let's select yes, next. Yeah, and if you have created, I can see Intune custom roles, right? So this is Intune custom roles. Now once you create the roles, then you go to the properties again, and you see here we have selected only two, and you have to assign these roles by assigning with the groups to admin groups, right? So you can go for Intune custom role assignment. You can give any name, and then select add groups. Here I have only one groups. You can create whatever groups. I'm just selecting it just for your testing. And you can administrator in these roles can target policy. So understand what is the admin groups users are administrator assigned to this role, right? So this is the admin groups, right? So these users are the administrator assigned to this role. So if you assign here, these are the administrator. The scope, this is scope, right? So don't be confused between admin groups and scope groups, right? So the both are groups. So scope is like administrator in this role, like whatever we have added can target policy. So you can select all users, all devices, right? Or you can select all your groups so that they can only manage those. And then you can select the groups configure scope tag. When the administrator has no scope in their role, all object will be visible with it. So be sure if you are using scope, make sure you are assigning, so that this is actually how the role-based access control. You can, like if you have the devices which actually, or if you have the administrator or help desk and you don't want to give access to whole tenant so that they cannot see all those policy devices and they can only see the specific country or region devices. So you can define the scope and assign the roles. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to go to the device, what actually we need to plan. So you have to go here, select this enrollment, since we were talking about the device enrollment platform restrictions, right? Device platform restrictions. So here to access this page, you have to be a Intune administrator roles, then you can modify it, right? So if you go to here, you can see right here. So let's go to one more time, device enrollment restrictions. I am just want to verify. Yeah, so devices, enroll devices, device limit restrictions. So devices enrollment, device limit restrictions. Okay, device limit restrictions, this one. Okay, so suppose you want to create a new restrictions or update these restrictions, you can click on properties, current device limit I have set 5, you can modify it. So to modify these 1 or 2 devices, you have to be Intune administrator role with a role access, and it's assigned to all the devices, right? So this is what you have to, and this is the default device limit restrictions applied to with the Leo. So you can create multiple restrictions, right? And you can apply it. This is what they are changing. Make sure if you are using or if you are having custom roles, make sure if you are giving access to modify the device limit restrictions, you can make changes on that. However, we understand that actually we are not changing these very frequently, but in case if you are have a plan to give access or something is missing, right, they're not able to, if you not assign the proper roles through role-based access control, then your administrator or your admin will not able to modify this one. They can, however, they can read it as this role. I hope you learned something new. This is not a deep dive, but at least those, if you want to learn more something Microsoft Intune, don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. Till then, thank you, have a good day.